You had me scared there for a second. You were like fiddling around.
Yeah, I myself messed up the fingers.
Welcome back. Dreams were your ticket back.
I guess we're not gonna any COVID money. I guess we're not any money from YouTube this time.
Hey, listen, Pat. You have to have.
Guess who's back? Back again.
Get it, Chris.
Joe and Pat.
Yes.
Back again.
How long did you work on this, baby?
Joe and Pat. 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 Back again.
I'm very impressed, Chris.
Dun, dun, dun. They're back, baby! Woo!
I'm very impressed by that.
You know what, Chris? If we were at the levels, the levels would be off the roof right now. All right. I need you to take it back a second.
I'm out for the rest of the podcast, guys.
You know what? Me too.
It took him all week to prepare that, all right? He was working hard on that.
I saw him. You know what? Was that why you were kind of a little like you were just your mind was so boggled all week?
He's been listening to
You've been
Eminem
working
all
on
week.
that. Sure.
He wrote it down in his Britney Spears notebook.
It was real mind-boggling.
Mind-boggling.
And so, you know, it's when you're on your fucking inside a bottle.
Yeah, you know.
Well, gentlemen, thank you back. We're glad you guys are alive.
I think we
Yes.
peaked early. I don't think we can cop that, guys. We're done. We
What are you
just
talking about?
Call it an episode.
We're just getting started, baby. This beer sucks. It's absolutely garbage. We're gonna go.
I didn't think this was going to be good. But
Why?
It's cold. I mean,
If you got a Stay Puft Man on your
it's
can,
cold. It's cold. Well, I mean, it can't be.
I
good.
was so excited.
Wild Onion does the pumpkin.
I don't like that beer either.
Oh, really? I didn't have a problem with it.
It's got like a sweetness.
It's supposed to have a marshmallow in it. It doesn't feel like
Yeah.
it's got marshmallow.
It's like a weird sweetness.
Is it like potatoes that had marshmallow the one time?
Those really had
Yeah,
marshmallows.
they definitely did.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining the Saturday Night Pregame Podcast, the weekend of
Christmas edition!
I'll tell you something, I think the sweet thing at the end is supposed to be
weekend
marshmallow.
of podcast, and we are happy to bring back two longtime friends,
The legends. The
legends,
myths.
the men who had the longest COVID protocol I've ever been a part of.
The one we really missed, Joe, and then there's Pat.
There's Pat. Yep, there's Pat.
And then there's Maud.
Check us out on Instagram and podcast, Instagram and Twitter at Podcast SMP.
Check us out on that Twitter podcast.
Woo! You can reach us at the SMP Podcast at gmail.com. We are proudly presented to you by Deal and Tax and Accounting. If you need accounting services for the end of the year, check them out. Boys, it is so good to be back.
I want to thank all the S&P peers for the nice emails I got. You know, it's so nice of them.
The prayers and the
So,
well
it
wishes.
was so nice of them.
Yeah.
You know what? I've been actually checking our email a lot lately because I'm trying to get us back on Spotify. I don't know what we did. They did not like you and me together anymore.
Wait, really?
They're like, Chris McGraw, Fina McGraw, get the out of here. We'll wait for the whole team back.
I can understand.
I emailed them. I'm like, hey, Spotify, like, hey guys.
Spotify's like, that guy who normally doesn't talk for the first 15 minutes,
He swears
yeah,
too
he's
much.
talking way too much.
He swears. Oh my god, I counted. I should have literally done a swear count for last week. We'd have topped South Park's shit marker.
It was anarchy, baby. It was anarchy.
So no shot jar, though, I assume.
No
Oh
shot.
no, we made it. We made it to the 15.
Okay.
We made it to the 15. It was good.
And then I blew it up.
Oh, I couldn't get him to stop.
Like Kevin Hart and taking his teacher the note from his mom, right?
How's that
Told you
joke? How's that
to
joke
say
go,
one
Pat?
word when he said 75.
I don't want to do copyright infringement. You can look that up on the YouTube.
We did a Kevin Hart joke last week. There was only like 2 clips I could have had for this week because of Chris's swearing. I don't want to put swearing on the Instagram. So it's
You got to learn how to put the beep in.
yeah.
You got to be like the guy that Sam Jackson. He invented the beep. You need to find that guy and have him on the beep for me.
Listen. I had to do a lot of work with Joe out. Like we're lucky we got the podcast out for the last 2 weeks. All right, we're very lucky.
Well, the Zoom one thing, it wasn't too hard. They just kept booting me because
I was impressed with how well the Zoom.
I thought I was a little. Chris sounded really good. I didn't.
It was a little tinny, but
Yeah.
like it's way better than I thought it was
Yeah.
going to be.
And then last week was fun. There were times where like we just had no idea how it was going to sound because we did. So just to pull back the curtain a little bit.
Big Mike and Margaret in the background.
No, that one could have been the Zoom one.
Yeah.
I think
Megan
Megan and Michael possibly could have made that one.
So last week we worked, and then we had the reservations for Robinson at 7:15, and thinking like we were gonna have way more than enough time. I don't know what we did that made us so late, but like we got to Lawrence. Oh, and traffic was ridiculous. Had to stop here to get the mic. Stupidly forgot the laptop. Forgot the laptop.
Oh.
Had to and then went down to Lauren's. Had to find an app that would record us on the iPad.
Yeah.
And then just went and prayed.
Just hoped it. Yeah.
And then it took me an hour to figure out how to get it from my laptop to an actual spot where I could.
Wow.
It was insane. That never gets old.
Old faithful.
It doesn't.
Old
It
faithful.
doesn't.
Those did you? I know you listen to the podcast, but that was.
I
just-
heard. Yeah, I heard that burp within like the first 2 minutes. It was great. It came in crystal clear last week.
It was so gurgly.
It
It was so.
The best part of that
There was
is-
like bubbles in the back of your throat
Yeah.
on that burp.
and you could hear it. So let's jump into the. Oh, go ahead, Chris. Get it.
I was gonna say you could taste what I hate.
I just did.
Well,
That peach refresher,
at
baby.
least you don't
Hey,
have
does
COVID.
it taste like marshmallow?
No, peach refresher.
I'm really not getting the marshmallow on this.
So what we were drinking tonight, me and Chris stopped at our Old Faithful Binny's, and we got.
If it isn't at Binny's, it's not worth
man.
drinking.
You know what we're doing wrong lately in this podcast too is we're not doing a good job with the cameras. But that's just again pulling back the curtain here.
So what happens with the McGraw-led podcast, right?
Yep, that's true.
Listen, when you mess up routine.
Well, listen, when I have a phone that camera doesn't work anymore, and Peter's working with the iPhone 2 still,
iPhone 2 is generous. Sorry.
it is generous.
Oh,
Yeah.
thanks, Joe.
He works with the 1S and he's called it a day, right?
That's true. So we got the Stay Puft Brown Ale.
Sorry, something went
infused-
wrong. You're too ugly. Please switch the camera on. Is that what I'm saying?
It won't allow me to switch camera around.
Thanks, guys. Are we done?
No.
No.
Is this good?
No one cares
Can
what
you
say either.
can you shut up? Shut up!
I'm
Shut-
trying to talk about a beer
shut up!
right here.
Shut
okay?
up! Shut up!
You've got too
Shut
much
up!
confidence
Shut up!
in the last 2 weeks.
Shut up!
I need to put you
Shut
back
up!
in your place.
Shut
Put you in
up!
the corner,
Shut up.
okay?
You should have
Sit
just
down.
left me alone and just let me be quiet and no, instead you had
So, ladies
you
and
had butchered
gentlemen,
me.
we're working with the Stay Puft Brown Ale infused with marshmallow.
Shut your mouth.
It's by the One Wild Onion Brewery. Chris, you got anything else to add? Give me a sip and tell me what you think, babe.
Brown ale.
It's made in Lake Barrington, Illinois.
All right. Which is that? South,
north.
west, north, or
Right?
east?
You know where we used to play?
Isn't that where Nick lives or out there or something?
Yeah, you remember that couple times we played football? It's out by like Jepson's or Jensen's Farm or whatever the heck that is out there.
Yes. Yeah.
That's all I can think of out there.
Is that
It's out
kind of
there.
by the Hoffman, the Sears Center?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, out there.
You know they're selling that. You know how many square feet
It's
that
not the
is?
Sears Center anymore. It's
Yeah,
something else.
Yeah,
But you know
so
how
now
like, the old Sears headquarters is out in Hoffman Estates. Mm-hmm. You know how like, and I don't know if you've ever seen their campus. It's
Yeah,
insane.
that's why they moved out of Sears Tower to go there.
Yeah.
What's that?
They moved from the Sears
Sears
Tower,
Tower.
to there.
Oh, okay.
Do you know how many square feet their campus is?
It's probably as big as McDonald's one.
I think it's like 2
Brook.
million square feet.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Wow.
Yeah.
All
And
that
they're-
space for a company that doesn't really exist anymore.
They do though. Like, what do they do? Like,
There's
It's
very
just an
few
island.
only a few of them.
Well, like
there's
where
none
I,
in Illinois.
Where I work, they have like the Shop Your Way brand is still was one of our partners for a long time, and then now it's like under like that whole program got like moved under Mastercard.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so it's like a Mastercard brand.
And then Kraft, they
they,
Craftsman.
they sold Craftsman, didn't they?
Yeah, they sold Craftsman to I think Lowe's because you buy them at Lowe's now.
Okay. And there are some stores still, just not in any.
There's some stores, and I think they have a small online presence. I'm not sure.
They were like the bee's knees. They were the Amazon back in the day with the catalogs.
With the
Yeah.
catalog,
They just
yeah.
never.
Well, they had the opportunity to go online, and
They
they
just never did.
And again, it's what happens there is that the companies get so big that change is insanely hard. Like Kodak,
Yeah.
they for years,
Mm-hmm.
for hundreds of years, the number one in camera filming.
Well, it's also like a boastfulness, right? Because
Yeah.
Kodak went. They didn't want to go digital. That was their downfall.
Yep.
Sears didn't want to change either.
Yep.
They had some
They
really
did, yeah.
good quality like custer service where
Yes.
you could return anything, but
And that was also a downfall.
bit them
Yeah.
so hard.
Because you could bring like a can, like what's his?
You could bring like a measuring tape. You could take a brand new measuring tape, use it for 10,
Yes.
15 years, cut the piece off, like the front piece that you
Yes.
used to clip
Yeah.
everything. Bring it in, they'll replace it brand new.
Home Depot's got a similar one because you can return anything at Home Depot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bronco was telling us they used to do the painters would take like they would use the paint can and then bring it back and say the paint wasn't good,
Yeah.
and they would get their money back.
Remember
Costco's
do you guys
kinda
remember when
like that.
Kodak paid like Pitbull like a shit ton of money to use Kodak in one of his songs? It was like that one song. It's like, yeah, picture that with a Kodak, or better yet, take a picture of me with a Kodak.
Oh yeah.
They paid him a
Oh,
ton of money
really?
to add that into his song.
No
Wow.
way. Wow.
Did not know that.
You know, Kodak made a crap ton of money because of Donald Trump wanted to change Kodak from use like their a lot of their because they manufacture a lot of different things and they wanted to turn it all into PPE stuff, and Kodak stock jumped like insane. And Trump, they think Trump knew that, and a lot of people, he told a lot of people, so a lot of people made money on it, but like Kodak never did anything with it.
Yeah.
And Trump just made a bunch of money.
Yeah.
Nice.
Interesting.
Him and Joe Biden had a nice this week. Like,
Did you see Trump got booed for saying he was boosted at his own event?
yes,
That's
yeah.
hilarious. It's so stupid. These
That's
people.
so wild.
People are so dumb.
You know what, and that's not our podcast. Doesn't get political, and we're not going to tell you how to live. I do get when Trump says, "Hey, it's your choice," but to boo somebody for getting the booster or the COVID vaccine is like somebody who's got the COVID vaccine yelling at somebody who doesn't want it. Like, it's your choice. You deal with the consequences.
Yeah.
The problem is people who are getting vaccinated. There's so many. Like our buddy Frank, vaccinated. I'm sure he's probably got the booster because he's a teacher.
Yeah.
Had his mask on.
Yep.
I was talking to a child who had COVID and he got COVID.
It's this. I don't know if
The
it's.
moral of the story is you don't talk to children.
I don't know if it's. Well, we wonder if that's where maybe we got it was through Sarah because someone at her school got COVID and then she had to do like the whole protocol thing. But where was I going to go with that? I can't remember.
It's just, but the vaccine's not perfect.
No.
But here's the thing with the vaccine, if you get COVID and you have the vaccine, it's very. I think most people it's very mild. It's very
Very mild. Yeah.
90% of what we were listening on the radio is 90% of people who go to the hospital are people who are unvaccinated.
100% people who have the vaccination are bored as shit by like day
That is an absolute fact.
The boredom, huh?
There wasn't enough movies.
Peter,
TV.
I've watched so much Sopranos.
Video
I was about to speak like I was trying to say things in like they were talking about like the Sopranos.
Peter, I'm telling you,
Nah.
you have ants in your pants after like 2 hours of just sitting down watching TV on a Sunday when you
might
have,
as well just like
you would put yourself through the wall.
You need to
You would like
You
literally
pull a
breathe-
bullet in your head.
You would be like Joe trying to get like 18 COVID tests, hoping one of them comes back negative.
Yeah, if Peter got COVID, he should definitely go get like a Xanax as well.
I don't even know what that does, but sure can.
Calms you down, chills you out.
I think
Are
I went
you
through.
taking Xanax these days? You taking a little Xanny bar?
No, I'm very.
Look
I'm
at
always
this!
very
Look
calm.
at this! Look at this guy. Always calm.
I think I went through. I probably picked one of the worst shows to watch.
Okay.
I watched.
Please tell me it was Sex and the City.
No, I went
Oh.
through like 7 to 12 seasons of MasterChef.
7 to 12.
Somewhere around there. It just ran around the clock on TV.
I went through 4 seasons of Sopranos.
I would go through, just watch it, fall asleep because I was bored. Go turn it, it'd be on, and then I'd go, oh man, this food looks so good, and then I'd go order that food and get it delivered.
There's only one season of
That's
MasterChef that I know about, and it's a lady that
You might
wanted
be
because she
thinking,
was
you might be
blind.
thinking Top Chef.
I watched that. She was
Yeah.
like season 2 or 3.
Yeah.
She was blind and she was a cook.
She was blind. She was a cook. She had been born with some like disease that caused her to like slowly lose her eyesight.
Yeah.
But she was still a cook, and she was like she could feel and touch everything.
Her plating was. I mean, it was incredible. It's a huge thing in MasterChef, like
No, I
to
get
plate
it,
the
yeah,
food.
yeah. But I'm
But
thinking,
like,
it's
to
like
have a blind lady, like, she would crush it where others would fail, and you would see her kind of.
She would be
feel
feeling
stuff
everything.
out.
Yeah.
I can't imagine how hard
It
it
was
was to cook
incredible.
blind. Like that would be like that.
Oh,
I can't
yeah.
make it any more difficult than that.
Her palate was ridiculous, and one of the things she ate, they gave her food to eat, reproduced the entire meal, having not known. I mean, you can't see it.
Yeah.
So
I
she's
have,
going.
I have
It
2
was
good
incredible.
hands, 2 eyes. I work, and I still cut myself.
Yeah, she won the whole entire thing. It was crazy.
won,
like
yeah.
just watching her cook.
You know that the only like competition show I've ever watched like that. Me and Lauren started Into the Wild, where the people like live off the land for.
Is that what they send 2 people out there?
No, they send.
No, that's Naked and Afraid. That's
Oh.
hard.
No, it's where.
Is there a dating one too where you go there and like a date naked?
I don't know, dude. I'm just.
Possibly.
But there's
Try that one out
a
first.
bunch
I'm
of
gonna go with you,
10
Pat.
people go out and live in some wilderness spot. It's usually
Oh, I
super
watched
cold.
this. Yeah.
It's an awesome show, but like we got to like 7 seasons.
Is that kind of like the one that's on the History
Discovery.
Channel?
Yeah.
Alone?
Or no, Alone and Afraid.
No, it's just they call it alone. It used to come on after Mountain Men.
Yes.
They would have like 10 people like on an island or something.
Yeah, one guy killed a moose. Yeah.
They're not
like one
with
person
each other,
taps out or
though.
something.
Huh?
Right? They're not with each other. They're all
Oh yeah,
secluded
no,
in
because
different
and
places.
the thing is, whoever the last man surviving gets 500,000.
Yeah.
And then one person, the
But
one
you don't
where
know
one-
when people tap. Is that what it is?
No,
What
you have no
taps?
idea.
Yeah.
The one person, legitimately, there was 2 people who were remaining in this one season.
Yeah.
Year.
Yeah.
They were in
Yeah.
there for a year.
I remember that guy I think he made the news. He almost had like not a mental breakdown. I don't mean to put it like that. But I think his daughter, he won, and they brought his daughter, and he was just complete.
This is the guy. This guy
completely
killed the
surprised.
moose, but he was very close to getting knocked out a couple times because the problem is, what I like about this show too is a little bit, it just shows you how vulnerable we are to if anything ever happened in this world today.
Oh,
We'd be dead.
I mean, just a normal
Because
scrape.
this dude's eating wild game, and he knows he's sick. Like his body is just like bone. He's got a huge moose, and you know why he's not? Because there's no fat. Moose is very lean.
Yeah.
And so he's got no fat.
That's why you're not supposed to eat a lot of rabbit either, because they're very
Yes.
lean. Yeah. You
Yeah.
get like really
Oh,
sick
wow.
off it. Yeah.
Good to know if I ever get stuck somewhere.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Watch,
you're
a lot,
gonna eat-
watch a
you're
lot of
gonna-
Survivor, man.
So
back
you're
in my
gonna eat
day.
everything that's within the vicinity of you.
Peter's modest. Peter also watches the Great British Bake Off. You know.
They're like, have you been eating these berries? Yeah, they're delicious. These are highly poisonous. Man, I shit my brains out, but goddamn, they are good.
Oh, brother. Okay. Well, with that story. All right. So, do we want to go? Am I the asshole, or do we want to go?
No,
with,
we're doing MI.
Okay.
You are the asshole. I can tell you already.
It better be. I'm okay. You just brought
Is
the
that date number 2 calling you?
No,
Wow, bummer.
Oh, boo.
it's the house calling, and I already
wait,
know what it's about.
Way to bust down the. Okay, but
Do you have a believe it or not like voice?
believe it or not,
Chris
Pat
is
is
here.
not home.
I could put them on robocall.
That'd be cool.
Um,
You should do
All
that.
right, let's hear this situation.
So last week, me and Chris had a very nice date at Ramen San.
Yeah, it was
Chris
terrific.
is a great. Like I don't know what girls
Did
are
you
not
guys share
dating.
noodles with like?
No, Pat.
Okay.
No, but we did share cinnamon toast crunch ice cream.
That was delicious.
Phenomenal.
Sounds
Chris is wonderful conversationalist too. At the dinner, I was like, "This is amazing." I wish Chris was like this all the time.
The man is a
I could have had him on the podcast like this. Would have been.
I was great on the podcast too.
No, you were awesome.
love is modesty.
I'm not modest. I was great.
So then we head over to a wonderful bar in Chicago called Bandit. Got there early. We actually got a seat at the bar, and
Wow.
we're working with the bartender, talking to him, having a good time, tipping him on every bill.
Yep.
It's starting to get a little loose, Joe. I'm starting to feel it. It's 9:30. I'm like, we got to get the dance on. I'm looking at tickets for Zed Dead.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, Chris,
I was
Brian.
about to do the no pants dance.
Hell yeah. I'm like, Chris, Brian, let's do a shot. Brian looks at me with the fear of a young boy.
It's like a deer in the headlights. Like, what are you talking
As
about?
Brian cowers in the corner.
Yes. Well, and also Brian had to come out with me the night before, so I give him a break. I look at him, I said, Brian, you're a good man. I'm going to let you slide this one. And Chris, I'll buy you a JMO shot. Chris, being the darling that he is, takes the JMO shot. I get a Jaeger bomb. I also asked the man, because it is 9:30, Chris and mine have been drinking for a while.
Yep.
I said to the man, I says, can I get 3 waters, please?
Yep.
Looks me dead in the eyes and says, yes, sir, you got it. Goes and gets the 2 shots. Comes back and I was like, can I get those waters whenever you get a chance?
Yeah.
He's like, sure. Hands me my receipt. I wait there.
Were you that calm when you said it?
Yeah, that's Chris. We were not.
and
No,
we're
he
not-
was not. Yeah, he was not antsy or anything
And
like
to
that.
give you the benefit, Busy Bar it wasn't just like go
Yes.
there and back. Like,
yeah,
there was time in between.
but there was enough. There was enough
there
time.
was time in between.
It had to been about 5
It
minutes.
was warranted
Yeah.
to ask the second time.
And I looked at him, and then he's kind of going back and forth, kind of looking at me, and I'm looking at him, kind of being like, hey, because I don't want to be hungover.
Yep.
And he doesn't bring him back. And I don't want to ask for a third time because I don't want to really upset him.
Yep.
So I don't tip him. I was like, you know what? I've been tipping you all night. I asked for some waters. You don't want to give it to me? That's fine. Signed it. Threw it back.
Yep.
Best part of this story.
I've never had a guy look at my receipt ever. First time ever look at a receipt. This guy. And I folded it up nicely. Dude unravels it like he's looking at a parchment paper from the 1800s.
Maybe that's why, because you rolled it up and used it.
No, I put it like just folded it. Like not like,
Just like you do,
Yeah.
Put the
You
pen in
should
there.
have done like
maybe.
origami or something.
He unfolded it,
looks at it.
Thinking he's gonna find whatever.
He thinks he's gonna get a
Nicolas Cage
$10
movie
check
about.
or something. I don't know.
Yep.
Looks at it. Looks at me. Looks at it. Looks at the bartender next to him. Looks at it again. Looks at me. And I go to Chris. I'm like, fudge buckets.
Oh yeah, you're clear.
Fuck. And I go, we're not getting fucking served the rest of the night. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, guys, I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to do this, but I tried to set a principle. Screw me my waters. Both of them look at me like, and we're in the downstairs spot of it. We didn't know how to get up to the upstairs.
I didn't even know there was an upstairs.
Yep, new to this. That reminds me, I gotta
take us to the upstairs.
So they closed the upstairs off actually and make you go out and do a line thing. So
that line that we were in for the first time we went there.
It was only for the downstairs.
No, it was for the upstairs.
Oh, it was for the upstairs.
Yeah.
So we could walk
Where
to
do
the
you?
downstairs?
So
I think you could.
It's right next door. They're right. And usually
there's two doors.
They close it off. They have an ability to close it off so the downstairs can't go up to the upstairs. You actually have to get in line. But before 9 o'clock, you could just flow up and down.
all right, I got a couple questions.
Yeah,
a couple questions.
Like right behind the jukebox there, or like that. What I'm assuming is like a jukebox. And
DJ
the
Yeah,
host
right
is
where the
there.
host desk. It's right next to there,
Yeah.
right next to it, and you go right up the
Yeah,
stairs.
there's like an
Okay.
opening right there.
All right. So to go to this place, you had to come out of the building and then
Yeah,
go.
to leave the bar and then go outside and just walk around and then go upstairs.
So yes, you were the asshole. In that
So yeah, I
one.
was gonna say, am I the asshole for not tipping? After we tip. We're $2 tippers on a $6
legendary $2 tippers.
Yep. And everybody's tipping $2. We asked for some waters, gave them some chances.
Okay, hold on here.
Yep.
Let's ask a couple questions here because usually when
These
it's,
guys also. I'm going to be honest with you. These guys were not. They're just not overly friendly people.
Yeah.
They were just not. One guy asked for a drink menu, and the dude was like, "We don't have a drink menu," and they clearly had a drink menu. And he's like, "No, I know you guys have a drink menu."
Yeah.
Grabs it, throws it at the dude.
How many rounds in are you at this point? Like how many rounds have you?
Would
bought?
you say 4? Chris?
I think it had to be at least 3 because everybody had bought one. So
Okay.
we may have been on
Yes.
the 4th one at that point.
Yeah.
Okay. So you bought several rounds. There was a precedent set.
Yeah.
Tipping good, tipping nice. Giving
good service.
Yeah. Now it comes back to you.
Yep.
You ask for the drinks or the shots, and you ask for the waters.
Yeah.
How long between ordering, placing the order, and then signing the check? Where you put your tip.
I was sipping on the Jaeger.
Uh-huh.
I had it sitting there. Cheers, Chris, sipping on it. Gives me the look, give him a wink, like, hey, bring the waters. Mm-hmm. Maybe 5 minutes go by. He's walking back and forth. Just now they're just chilling because it's not overly busy in the basement.
Yep.
Because everybody's going upstairs.
Yep.
Not doing anything.
Yep.
So maybe 5-10 minutes at most.
5-10 minutes. So, but 5 minutes in, you ask again.
Yeah, I give him the look, like, hey, remember the waters? He's
Yeah.
like, oh, yeah.
Another 5 minutes
Yeah,
come by.
and he goes and he's, serving some people, then he comes back and he's just kind of standing by us.
And of course, there's, when you're at a bar,
Yep.
you guys make eye contact with the bartender. Usually they're like, oh, this person,
Yep.
they,
Also,
whatever.
they hate giving water, so I get that.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
You would think it would be the opposite.
Yeah, because they would want to give you, like,
Functionally.
But that bar wants people to go in and out.
Do you think that's what it is?
At a bar like that, yeah.
I don't think
wanna-
you're the
wanna
asshole.
turn it.
no.
I think you gave plenty of time. And all you wanted was some waters.
Yeah.
You should just slap him in the face.
Okay, so second
second
incident
one.
at the
Same bar.
same
just
bar,
upstairs.
upstairs now, having the time of my life. I'm dancing.
People are walking
I'm
around with
gr-
iPads with Peter McGraw's face saying, "Do not serve this guy."
So this bar is, so we are a little bit older. So this bar does give me this isn't going to be our dance bar because it's not. I think it's
When we first walked up there,
Yeah,
there
it
was
was
there was
so
two
young.
guys that looked like they were 16 years old. I'm like, oh.
But then it did get a little older and mix and match and
Yeah.
way too
Brian
old,
Hamilton?
middle, way too young. So it was kind of a good mix. But it was dancey, good music. There was enough space to kind of move around a little bit. We had a guy behind the bar this time. So we made eye contact with the bartender.
Yep.
I threw up the 3. He knew 3 meant 3 Coors Lights. Signing good tips. We're having a good time.
Yep.
Getting close to the end of the night. It's probably about 1 o'clock. 1:30.
How many beers are you deep at this point?
Pat, we don't count. We stopped counting after 10.
They had to be getting close to double digits
Yeah.
at that point.
And a shot. And a whole dram of whiskey, Patrick.
Yeah.
And a beer at a Japanese beer.
Yep.
So we're
Number one?
we're flying. Feeling real good. Brian being much more responsible than me and Chris. I was feeling it to the point where I was willing to spend $150 to go to a dance concert. Like I was like, I'll buy everybody. Let's go.
It ended 20 minutes ago, but we're still gonna go. I'll buy the tickets right now, guys.
So it's 1:30, and I'm like, all right. The crowd is now went from all women to all dudes, and it's like
as it does.
Yes,
At every single bar
at 1 o'clock.
And
which we totally understand. So I'm like, Chris, one more. Let's we'll figure out what we're gonna do. We're thinking hang up. We're thinking, what are we gonna do? I go up to the bar, and
you know your way. So when you start thinking the hang up is like a feasible.
Hang up was not the answer to that question.
No. So then I go up there thinking I'm gonna catch the dude that's been serving us all night. He walks around. I'm like, damn it. There's a young lady who's behind the bar. Mm-hmm. She comes over. I'm smiling, trying to catch her attention.
Yeah.
She, from the behind, gets whacked in the face with a fucking line. I start busting out laughing.
Oh no!
I couldn't.
Wait, where did? Okay, hold on.
I don't know where it came from, but it came vision. So she's coming. So you can't. Nobody can see. So I'm facing.
You're facing the bar.
Yeah, I'm facing the bar. She's walking towards me, so we're eye contact.
Yep.
She can see my hands and everything.
Yep.
I don't know where something comes up and hits her in the face.
Yep.
She sees me laughing.
Uh-oh.
She goes to the next bartender and says, he just do something.
Oh, no.
And I'm like, whoa, no, not me. Not me. I can't stop laughing, though. Not me. I'm laughing.
Here's the CSI recreation going. The angle of this ball is not happening.
So then she grabs a security guard. He comes over. I'm like, dude, are you kidding me? The trajectory. Like, I'm like about to get a stick out and show, like, if you
Here's doing the Jerry Seinfeld thing where that was one magic loogie that caught the left here.
So, and then out of nowhere, our savior, our bartender comes out and he's like, and they're like, what's going on? And he's like, he threw something at me. And he's like, he's looking at me. And I'm like, dude, I swear to God, I'm just asking for 3 Coors Lights. Yeah. He's like, okay. He calms the situation now, tells her to go away, gets me the 3 Coors Lights. I pay him. I go to Chris and Brian. And I'm like, hey, I'm sorry. I really didn't throw anything. But she's giving me the eyes like, I want this dude out.
Chris is like, it was me.
Yeah.
It was not me. Because you know me, I don't get limes in my drinks.
Yeah, I know. It was Brian for sure.
She was
He's like, don't you mind a shot, asshole?
To be clear, nobody in the group threw it. Like, it was like complete.
We were in front of her. Like, it just came. Like, and it wasn't even probably intended for her. Like, someone just fucking probably.
I'm still going with the Brian Hamilton theory that he didn't want to drink anymore, and it was Brian's whole plot.
Well, that backfired because then we ended up at Belmont's, and
and talk about a bar where you should not be. Oh my God!
Did they open the back?
Yeah, the back was
hot second. Yeah. The hot second that me, Chris, and Brian danced all over the dance floor.
Oh, yeah. We were on the dance. It was our 30-year-old asses with like 21-year-olds and putting everybody to shame.
Give them hip thrusts in the Chris.
You guys aren't giving yourself enough credit. You say like, oh, we're older. These people are so young.
It was weird.
No. You guys are looking at this the wrong way. You guys, I'd like to throw myself in this occasionally, are the Tom Brady
of drinking.
Oh
yeah, I know.
No, we do that.
You look at each other and you go, what? You've been.
But the problem is, Joe, that these ladies haven't had the amount of liquor that they have, so they see these guys for what they actually look like.
That's okay. That's all right.
I see a couple of dashing young gentlemen.
I appreciate that, Joe.
Who aren't assholes.
Joe, is this beer really affecting you that much?
I'm just
happy to be here.
You should have seen the one guy and the one girl that were about to have sex on the couch. There was like two couples. They were about to just go to town on the 2 fucking couches there. I'm like, oh Lord, you're in the wrong spot. That's how you knew you were just a smidge too old for that bar. That was the point.
Oh yeah,
that was the point. You're like a smidge,
just a smidge,
not too overly over. Like, because we came out, we went ahead and
just like, I'm cool over the pants stuff. Once you go to the pants, I'm out. It's too far.
I was like, me and Peter went up to the bar. I'm like, hey, you still serve Coors Light here? I'm like, yeah. And then I looked back and I saw those two couples going at it. And I'm like, okay, we're a smidge too old. They still got Coors Light, but this is a little.
I picture Chris. Because I know the couches you're talking about, and I know where this is on the dance, but I just picture Chris looking at that situation, and like, who's the police officer in Simpsons?
Oh, Chief Wiggum.
Wiggum's kid, who's like, I see penis, like just like Chris just sitting on the side, minding his own business. All of a sudden, Dick comes out with, guy and girl, and he's just standing there going,
my eyes, they're burning.
I see penis.
No, I think you guys are getting this whole wrong. This is in dodgeball when the guy is like,
Around his belt.
Get off
my team like, boy, Faster!
I couldn't blink my eyes fast enough for help to get me out of there.
You know what the best part was? We were the only ones dancing.
No, there's like 20 people on the dance floor. No, everybody's just standing there. It's me, Brian, and Peter in this little corner dancing with each other.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, what are these guys doing? We're trying to fuck.
Yeah.
Why are they dancing?
The backs were fucking, the fronts were dancing. God damn it, they know this shit. These old fucks. Get them out of here.
No, but as soon as me, Chris, and Brian walked out of the back room,
They're like, this is our sex dungeon, you idiots.
You three idiots.
You
get the fuck
guys
out.
don't know that the back nowadays is a sex area.
Apparently.
It's like the green door in Vegas. Is that what it's called?
I've seen many people who are also just like dead at the end of a night, sitting on that couch.
Oh, yeah.
Staring into the abyss
Yes,
of that
of the world.
dancing floor,
Yes.
and just ready to call it quits on life in general.
Yep.
You know,
You know, it's the best
it's an
comment.
interesting place.
That was that girl that was at Bandit. She was just going to town with this one guy.
Is Spanish still the stupid violin lady?
Yeah, they have him upstairs. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that guy.
They also had like a booty dancer
yeah,
in
that-
a Halloween
Santa,
bikini
no,
costume.
Christmas.
Yeah, it's nice. It's good.
There was that girl that was in front of us at the bar upstairs that was with the guy, and she was like dancing with them. They were just going hard in the paint. Hard in the paint, just grinding on each other.
Fell, and the bartender's like,
And she fell, and then she was like trying to fall asleep. And I'm like,
yes.
they were for like a good maybe 30 to 45 minutes. They were just grinding on each other, going hard in the paint. And then all of a sudden, a switch hit, and she was just done. Like she had that look on her eyes. Like, yeah,
It does happen. You get to a point, and then that switch hits, and you're like,
that
oh,
switch
shit.
hit for her.
You know the best comment I got from the weekend was when I was at the Hawks game, and I snapped out, it's $8 beer night. And
I saw.
And
Yeah.
then Joe texted me back. He's like, I wish I could have an $8 beer.
Yeah.
$8 seems cheap.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Well, yeah, because it was like a 24-ounce or so. But it was between. No, you know what? That's a lie. It was $12.
It was $12.
Yeah, sorry, you're right. That was. Chris, you want to? Do we want to jump into some whiskey, or do you want to come up with your fun things for the end of the year here?
Okay, well,
Fun things to
Let's
there.
talk some stories as you.
So I got.
Glasses more? Glasses.
Yeah, you want to go? Yeah.
Forget the bad news. Read some insane headlines instead.
Okay, I like that. Chris, do you want? What number did you want?
I was going. I don't know what numbers do I got.
Yeah, just two.
I'm
I'm taking 20. I'm taking Remus.
What do we got here?
I got 14 and 11. Yeah.
I'm taking
Yeah,
14.
take your hand, baby.
There's two more in there, Joe, if you want to grab them too. Whatever the numbers.
You're gonna take 14, Chris. And we're gonna leave 11 for the young bucks. Chris,
So the first headline:
Yep.
Russian who wore a shirt that said "I don't do doping" tests positive for doping. So there's a lot of these types of headlines. So I'm only going to read one of them.
What is he getting? What event is he doing now?
It's a girl. It was a girl,
Yeah.
and I don't know what event she was doing, but she got caught doping, even though she says she don't do doping.
Did she go against the woman that was that was a dude that's?
Pat, it just gives me the headlines. I don't know.
Okay. Sorry.
So again, if you look, if you
Pat
go
likes to
to,
ask a fucking lot of questions.
if you go to the Saturday Night Pregame podcast, on Instagram, there's a clip there. And last week, I told Chris, if you ask questions, I'm going to slap the shit out of you like Pat Lynch.
So there's a lot of these headlines, so I'm only going to do one of them.
Hey, you want ice cream?
Okay.
Man gets diarrhea on a roller coaster and splashes 14 people.
Oh no!
Oh.
Wow.
This is a good one.
Wait. I have a. Okay.
I don't know what happened.
I have a
Do you
question.
know where this was at?
I have a question
No.
for you guys. All right. You have two options.
Yep, hit me.
All right. Thinking of roller coasters.
Joe's been in that situation clearly.
You could either be the person who gets one of the 14 who gets sprayed
With the diarrhea.
with the diarrhea, or
The oar is gonna be real bad and not be the oar.
you're the guy on the roller coaster who ended up kicking someone's head and killing. You remember the guy who went to go
yes.
get his hat?
Yeah.
But you're the person on the roller coaster, so you're not the one dying, but you.
I'd rather punt the dude.
Yeah. sure.
I'm not getting shit on. I'd rather punt the dude.
I'm with Chris in this one.
That guy shattered his leg. So you're taking a shattered ankle Probably from like the shin down.
Because you could
shattered leg.
What, like 14 people? What if you're just one of those 14 people, like you got a little sprack right here? You're like, oh my
Listen,
god!
man, I'm not gonna
I'm
lie.
still getting shit on.
When I was in college, I was walking downtown and a bird shit on my head underneath the train. It's horrific.
Yeah.
Even just a little bit.
I found one time, like, it was like 2 weeks after, but there was like on my backpack strap, there was like a bird shit dry on there. I'm like, wow, that was really close to really hitting me.
Okay, sorry.
Okay, so the next one is, and this sounds like something that would either happen to Peter, actually any one of us. Man dies after downing vodka with pals, then wakes up in morgue and returns to party.
Oh, man.
I don't know, bet they're all headlines.
That feels like what you should read and if I get the
I
full story.
can't read they don't give me a chance to read the article. They're just giving me the
Just
headline.
pay the 32 cents to get Apple News, all right?
No, it won't let, like, it's a article that just gives the headlines. Doesn't link you to the article.
I mean, that's the one I want to know about. Let me tell you what.
Okay, so write that one down
What a
and then
champion.
research it later, bud.
Bus tour takes fans down iconic Joker stairs. There is a picture.
Oh, not.
Hold on a second. Oh my god. Did they ruin? Oh my
I have
god.
no idea.
How did that happen?
Wow.
That is so bad.
Oh my god. So we're gonna tweet that picture out. We'll find that picture and I'll tweet it out.
This one seems like Pat Lynch is.
Oh, the little bus goes down.
Down the iconic Joker
I
stairs.
don't think that should happen.
This one seems like Pat Lynch would congratulate this guy because Pat Lynch is a dick. Missouri man breaks into multiple women's homes to tell them he respects them in celebration of International Women's Day.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
He's got a couple screws loose for sure.
Do you remember? Do you
Hey, I could have raped you, but hey, we're good. Women's Day, we're okay, but you just need to get better window locks for that.
This one's good.
Oh god.
Meet Fred, an 81-year-old from Bolton who was arrested for pointing his Sky remote into strangers' houses and turning on Babe Station. There's a picture of the dude.
Oh my god.
Oh, jeez.
What a whoa. I was gonna call him a champion.
Charles
but
Manson
he looks like Santa Claus did crack.
Charles Manson looks like a
Just
catch for that guy.
Matt, just emaciated.
This one's pretty crazy. Pilot resigns after flying for 20 years with fake license.
Wow.
What?
Hey,
Don't ask
you're not
me
gonna fire me.
This asshole's
Put my letter of resignation in. I'm not even quitting.
What is the
I'm
guy? What is the guy
resigning.
from Catch Me If You Can? Like,
I don't
what
know.
the shit?
Yeah.
Here's one that, this is why, Peter, I say that no one should ever live in Florida. And if you move to Florida, you're an idiot. Florida man dies in explosion after attempting to microwave a microwave.
How did he? Okay,
a mini microwave,
Sorry,
a bigger
I
microwave?
wanted to ask the question: how did he die in microwave in a microwave? But
No
there's
idea.
no questions.
There
are no questions.
This seems like a problem. This may be a problem for Joe one day. Women loses 10 years of memories after she pooped with excessive force.
Clearly it's not a men issue because Joe would be like a fucking infant right now at this point.
I told you I was only giving.
I get it. Okay, one more. But I just
Oh, I
wanna
got.
say,
There's
I
a
just
couple.
wanna-
Actually, there's a couple good ones here still.
I just want to say, how did she know she was missing those memories?
I don't know.
Okay, I know you don't.
She doesn't know her name.
Well, I guess whoever knows
I promised
her.
I wouldn't give any more shit ones.
Do you
But
think
this
she
one's
came
pretty.
out of the pooper and just thought she was back in college? Like she's
That
like a
could
young
be.
30-something-year-old.
She looks in the mirror. Who is this ugly person?
Yeah.
I saw a mystery.
Especially during COVID, you're not taking care of yourself, you know, as much.
I saw
Like,
a mystery where
wow.
this lady like forgot it. She like had some kind of memory thing, and she was like, she thought she was like 20 years old. So like her and her daughter, she was like started hanging out with her daughter and like her friends, and, like going to concerts they're doing and stuff. And her daughter's like, "This is terrible. This has got to stop. Like this can't keep going."
That's weird.
I promised only one shit one, but this one's pretty good too. Man climbs tree dressed as a bird and starts shitting on random people.
Whoa.
Here's
what does dressing a bird mean?
he dressed
Dressing
up as
as a bird.
Oh, dressing up as a bird.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he looks like that.
What the fuck?
He's in a tree. This one I could see actually Pat Lynch trying to do. I don't know if he'd get away with it, but man skipped work for 6 years and no one noticed until he won an award. People, there's a little comment
He
underneath.
won an award.
Won an award. I wondered whether he was still working there, had he retired, had he died, but the payroll showed he was still receiving a salary.
Good for that guy.
Wow.
Whatever silly person did not check his.
Whatever dumbass surrounded the
How
target
do
department should
you-
be fired.
How
He
do
just,
you?
he just could be
Hold on.
work from home. Or,
He won an award.
yeah, that's true too.
This one
An
would
attendance
make,
award.
this would make Peter
It's been a
happy.
day off in 6 years, guys.
There's a couple more. This one would make Peter happy. Tripping kids as they run around restaurants to be made legal.
Nice.
Wait, say it again.
Tripping kids as they run around restaurants to be made legal.
Oh, nice.
Florida woman is fighting to keep her fully trained gator named Rambo, who rides four-wheelers. Here's a picture.
Oh my God.
That's pretty badass, man.
He rides them on his own?
Yeah, I guess.
Wow.
Is he also wearing jeans?
And then the last one is breaking news. $181 million lottery winner finds love of his life 2 days after winning it big.
Awesome.
Now here's the picture.
Chris, all you do is win the lottery, baby. There's hope for you still.
Dad, do you remember that?
Jesus Christ.
80 million?
181 million.
Oh my God.
Forget why. Give me this guy's number. What is he doing?
He's
got time to figure out 2 days.
I saw something the other day.
Buddy, give it a little time.
There's a question I saw the other day. It was like, would you be gay for an hour for $1 billion? And I didn't think that was like a real question. I'm like, yeah, of course, for $1 billion.
Yeah. That's
a tough one.
That's insane.
Wait, it depends on what part of the gate you have to be. You have to be a receiver.
Are you
or
going to be the
giver.
power bottom in this
I'm
situation?
gonna sit there on the dance floor and just dance it up.
No, they're talking about you being a power bottom.
They're talking like you're going to one of those gay like sex clubs.
I'm gonna get shit faced for an hour. I won't remember what happens anyways.
That's a good way to go with it.
When I look at my bank account, I'm not gonna worry about it anymore.
Wow, that's crazy. Those are good stories. I got one for you really quick.
I saw the pilot one. I gotta look up for 20 years.
Well, let's go into this and then let's go into our whiskeys. I got day 20 of this year's. It is Remus whiskey, and Remus is a 1920 bootlegger, and Remus George or George Remus? It might be George Remus. If you ever watch Boardwalk Empire, he's actually on. He's the actual guy who he used to call himself George. Like he talked in third person. George like this. George like that.
Oh wow.
And his whiskey's supposed to be pretty good.
Wait, did I get this one?
Yes, you got number 11. Yeah. So I'll find out what number 11 is for you, Joe. Wow, mine's really sweet. It's nice. Really nice.
Mine's number 23 for my thing. It's by the Alamo Distilling Company.
Is it actually on there?
Same thing here by Alamo, but it doesn't say what it is.
No, I think that's just the.
This might be mine then, Joe.
No, I think it's just maybe.
Because Joe brought some of my things out there, right, Joe?
Yeah, I grabbed 2 from there.
I think I give you. No, I think this is from this year's. It's a whiskey of.
You probably enjoyed the same one.
Of whiskey of America.
It says it's a product of Scotland on here. Then it says bottled and distilled by Alamo Distilling Company. San Antonio, Tejas.
I didn't do as good of a job with these this year. Oh wait, we got 11.
This one, whatever one I have, I like it a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's light, but it's smoky.
There's like the rabbit hole or something.
Yes, the rabbit hole. Good call. Look at this, guys. Genius. What do you
Pat, you just really
went down with that.
I still have half one here.
Oh, okay. But you really went down with that first step. Mine's like too hot to be.
I got 2 weeks to drink on that. I gotta make up for here.
Ooh, that's hot. Ha 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 ha.
Says spicy meatball.
What do you think, Chris? What do you got?
I got number 14,
Okay.
which is a Japanese whiskey. I can't remember the name of it. You can look it up.
I'll see if I got it.
Pretty good. Like it.
Pretty all right.
40% alcohol.
Yeah, I did a couple doubles, and 14 and 11 were doubles. Didn't have.
You didn't put them on Instagram?
Wait. I'm sorry.
Come on.
Do you have a 23 on there?
Is IWAI tradition? That's what it's. Day 14. Iwa tradition, and number 15 is Stellum bourbon, but we don't have that. Actually, I probably could figure out what number 11 is really quickly here.
It's rabbit hole.
About 23.
23 from last year, right?
Yeah, you're right.
It's from last year.
It's probably from last year.
It is from last year because we just opened 23 today. It's still at the house.
Nice.
Okay, so I'll find that one. And I'll tell you guys a kind of a crazy story. So
Yeah.
well, not really. Well, actually, it's kind of crazy. I think just kind of how the times are. First of all, stock market this week was down to 44. So the S&P was down to 4,500 almost.
Mm-hmm.
Today it ended at 47.35. 47.35. So it was down 200 points and came all the way back those 200 points. The stock market is insane.
Yeah.
The other crazy thing, the reason it was down was because of Omicron and inflation and the what do they call that? Where none of the stock is getting out or like any inventory and stuff like that.
The supply shortage.
Yeah, supply chain is insanely It's just so backed up.
Unless you're Amazon.
So 2 of those things are
Not in Cicero, Illinois.
there you go.
Amazon though, they what they've done is they bought their own ships to move stuff across the country. They go to ports that are not big ports, so their shit doesn't get like locked up. Like,
Oh
these
wow,
giant ports.
that's interesting. That's smart.
But so to again, so supply chains are insane. Inflation is still bad. The big thing is Omicron is not as bad. It looks like Africa's COVID rates are already starting to go down because
I read an interesting article today that if you have the vaccine and you get the Omicron variant, your antibodies are 1,000 times stronger than any vaccine or natural immunity you build.
Was this a Fox News article?
No, it's going around a lot of places. I've seen it in a couple, like CNBC, USA Today,
That was a joke.
Times. But it's just interesting because, and it's
Wait, so
only
the Omicron
specific. It's only specific to the Omicron variant.
Really?
There's something about it, the way it reacts to the vaccine, could boost you up like real nice.
Pat, you are drinking Compass Box Oak Cross blended malt Scotch whiskey.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry that you got one that you don't like. No, so that is
It's a real shame.
It is.
And we're losing Chris here. I forgot what now I was going to go with, so we got everybody's on their phones right now. It's a hodgepodge of a podcast.
Yeah.
We're running out of steam.
I'm not on my phone.
You're a good guy, Pat.
You're just rambling on right now.
Because you got me all confused here. All right, so let's go back to supply chain.
Give him one whiskey and off the rails.
Again, the stock market ran back up, whatever. But and this week I made a a candy cane cheesecake for Christmas.
What the fuck does that have to do with the goddamn stock market?
Hey, let the guy get his story out.
Were you gonna let me get my bid out or?
Let the man get his bit.
Thanks, Joe. Oh, I missed that.
You're
Joe.
just in 19 different directions.
Hey,
Humdrum
shut
fuck.
the fuck up. How about that?
You humdrum fuck. So yesterday when I was making it, I didn't really read the recipe very well. I just saw cream cheese, and like usually cream cheese, you're gonna do 1 pack of the little box. No big deal.
Okay.
Called for 32 ounces of it. I had 1. I needed 3 more, so I had to go at 9 o'clock at night to get 3 additional boxes of cream cheese. But where this all comes down to the big deal here, Pat, is I got an article from Lauren today about Philadelphia cream cheese will pay you $20 to get another dessert because of the supply chain issues. Cream cheese is insanely hard to come by.
Well, that was something why there's like none in the store when I went to Casa Margarita's shit that you made the other
Wow, really?
Wow, there was a crap ton at the...
That's what I thought.
There was
too.
like there was only like the roasted pepper fucking one of my.
But so they're having a hard time getting it around. People, all the stay at home. People are using it for their bagels, and then people use it for all the desserts. So tomorrow, there's a lottery that Philadelphia cream cheese is going to give you $20. So you got to get into the lottery tomorrow, and you jump into the lottery.
20-20?
$20. Okay. Yeah, for a different dessert. They're like, hey, I'm sorry.
They're going to give you $2.50.
Yeah, $20 because what they're saying is, hey, you can't get your dessert. Go get one on us.
I have half a cream cheese in there right now. What can I sell it for?
So I thought you said it was insane.
I'm going to sign up for the lottery, get myself $20, and then I'm going to go buy, and then I'm going to spend that $20 on Philadelphia cream cheese.
There you go, because we can get it. I literally, so then Lauren sent me this, and then I went and I was like, there was 97,000. I would have never.
You know what it is? People are buying those, like, the little tubs of it. We're buying the block of it.
Yeah, the tubs with the whipped ones are what you get the tub and the hub.
Yeah.
That's why.
So interesting.
Isn't that crazy? And that's all supply chain.
It is interesting. Since COVID has started, the things that have become like there's the big stuff, right? There's like the chips, like all the chips for like GPUs and CPUs, the silicon, like all that. But then other things like at the beginning of COVID, nobody could buy flour. Everybody was baking.
Toilet paper.
This is really good.
Toilet
paper. You want to try a
paper.
little bit of that? That's really good.
Bottled water, cream cheese.
Yeah.
Like just the
Aquafina.
random weird stuff
And
that
it's
you're
not
like, oh, people love this thing and everybody's buying it up.
Yeah.
And it's hard to come by.
It's just
Certain
it's a
electronics,
crazy
like,
thought to me because we're such a consumer society.
Oh, yeah.
But we were just build it. This is legitimately just make it and they'll buy it.
Yep.
And if they don't buy it, we'll just make more.
Yep.
Now they've realized that they were wasting so much money, and environmentally we're trying to be a little bit more conscious. so people are not making as much. They're trying to get their inventory levels better.
Mm-hmm.
But in a pandemic, when idiots are buying toilet paper out the wazoo, you can't make up for all that. Like, it's crazy.
It makes it very difficult to cost for supplies.
I mean, Samsung. Like, I went to Sam's a couple weeks ago. They still had one limit on purchases of toilet paper.
No way, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Here's the other. I don't know if
Five a day.
I don't know if you guys have seen the lines to
COVID testing. They're out the white line. Yeah, they're out the line down the block.
Hey, here's
we drove past two and there was lines to them.
I went to the bank, which is like not that far from here. I passed 3 places on the way, and they were all lines out the door.
Yeah.
Get out, really. You got to imagine it's because people are doing Christmas party and you're doing
as an individual who tried to take many a COVID test to see if he would test negative. Center for COVID, I think it's called, or like COVID Center of Disease, or I think it's like CDC, but it's a play on CDC. Center for COVID testing or something like that. They're all over the city of Chicago. Yeah. You walk in, you get a test, no problem.
No, you're right. Up until right now. Go right now and
really?
The lines are out the doors. Yeah, because we've been very blessed in this city. Because I've seen the ones in Florida, they're all still kind of the old state ones where like you have to get in line with your car. They had a car line, like like the amusement park lines where it goes up and down Z's. They had cars. You had to move your car through like a Z, like a zigzag.
I was talking to Max maybe like 2 weeks ago, or maybe a week. Oh God, I don't know. Whenever the fuck I got
probably
COVID.
when you're in COVID.
Yeah, and he was saying it's really hard for him in Seattle to get tests.
Yeah, no, that was from Vegas when you got yours immediately right off the plane. You got yours.
Yeah.
And then our poor friend, he's missing Christmas, and I had a Christmas party for Thursday tonight. Frank, he's missing Christmas.
Everybody at my job got COVID
because of you.
Christmas party. No.
Yeah, we know you were there. You were there.
I freaked out. I was like, "Is this because of me?" They're like, "No, someone else." They were trying to be like very.
Discreet, because you can't.
But they're like, no, it wasn't your fault. Someone came to the party who was hanging with someone who actually had COVID, and now the entire office is out, and I'm the only one that's able to go in because I'm the only one without COVID now.
Because Joe wasn't at the party, which he was.
Hiding in the back. He's like a little server.
If I got COVID, I'm getting COVID.
They what is that? Shrimp cocktail? Hold on, bring that over here.
That's what I was thinking. So
Joe's just like Joe's in the back room coughing through the vent, just pushing the COVID air.
We were supposed to have a part there was a birthday party for tonight, and then the guy was too scared because of COVID, and he didn't want to miss Christmas. So he's like, forget it. I'm not again for that.
I didn't think about that. Yeah, there's probably a lot of people now who aren't doing anything for the next day or two just to avoid COVID and be able to do their stuff with their family.
Exactly.
Wow.
I mean, our family, but yeah, never mind on that. But yeah.
I feel like so many people are getting it now, more than ever.
Oh, that's it. Okay, that's another thing I was thinking about is why is it so like we went 2 years without getting caught. Our group, we were not safe about it. We were in the bars every weekend.
Yeah,
and we were in Vegas. We all were, we should have been smarter.
The answer is simple. It's Chris fucking McGraw.
Burning it down.
How does it happen?
I'll be honest though. My COVID, minus losing my taste for 1 day, very mild. Sarah had it pretty bad actually, but I had no... Like, had I not gone to get tested, I would have never known I had COVID.
And Brian would have probably... me and Brian probably would have gotten COVID.
I had severe congestion for like 4 days, and I had 2 days of those 4 days where I felt like I was hungover without drinking.
I saw that text message from Pat. Guys, I tested positive for COVID. I thought, fuck. All right, let's go get a test. Go somewhere. Later that day, positive for COVID. All right. Let's take another test somewhere else. I go there. It's an actual doctor's office. Oh, you tested negative or positive on the rapid. We're going to give you a PCR. All right. Doctor comes in. Doesn't know I have COVID. She's like, oh, I'm here with, we're training this doctor.
They're like, get out.
They're like, we're training this doctor. I haven't gotten the result back yet. So she goes, we're training this doctor. We're doing this thing. Let me, check your breathing. Does all the, blood pressure, all that stuff. Oh, you're perfectly healthy. You're great. Lady comes in as she's saying that. You tested positive for COVID. She's like, okay.
Bye. She slaps Joe in the face like, fuck you.
Bye. Yeah. She goes, we're going to have to give you a PCR now. The doctor turns to me and she goes, oh, it's not that bad. It's not bad. I go, nah, it sucks. You don't have to lie to me. I've taken this a bunch of times already. I go, it is very uncomfortable.
It's the same
Yeah,
test,
but
no?
it's not painful. No, the PCR or the rapid they swabbed just like on the inside of my nostril. The PCR was the one that went up the schnoz, like feeling it in the brain. And that doctor goes, no, it's not bad. I go, it sucks. What are you talking about? She goes, yeah, but it doesn't hurt long term. I go, yeah, but for like 2 seconds, it's the weirdest feeling in the world. It's awful.
So I was like, you put one finger in your butt. It
Yeah.
doesn't hurt that much either. So, you know.
Yeah. Oh man.
That took it to a weird spot.
Yep.
All right. Chris don't get any Tig Ol Bitties.
I do not because they're not out this week.
Because half of the league's under COVID protocol.
Oh, I know. But,
That's wild.
Joe,
Yeah.
we need you to get up, ESPN. We need, because you screwed us last week. You really hurt us.
What was the lock last week?
Oh, Tennessee's tied it up, baby. Woo! The lock was, and we got did you put
the Bears game?
Yeah. No,
It wasn't. It was
It was the stupid crap. Detroit.
yeah, it was Arizona.
Arizona.
Yeah.
That pissed me off.
Wow.
And then I picked, before we got yours in, I put in Tennessee, and they also screwed us.
It was a week of upsets.
Did you get the my bookie?
Yeah, I got 2 parlays in right now.
Did you put the field goal one though? Did you find the field goal one? You didn't put the booster?
No.
I gotta show you these boosters, you clown. I said there was $10.
Yeah, $10 free play. I got that.
No, if you bet, they had a $10 thing. If you bet that there was gonna be a field goal tonight, you would get $10 free.
No, I missed that one.
My friend.
That wasn't in the text message, right?
It said they're giving away money. What did you think I meant?
I thought because you get $10 free play.
I didn't
We're
really see
in,
it.
what week are we in now? Is it
16.
16?
16.
This-
We got
is
one
this-
more week, right?
One, yeah.
2 more weeks. It's
16
18 weeks now.
Oh, is it 18? I'm sorry. Okay.
Yeah, they got the
it-
Bears got Seattle this week. Giants next week.
Oh, man, that is a
Was
lot
it,
of weeks.
was it last year that they added?
This year is the first year they added another game.
It's only one game that was added?
Yes,
I thought it used to be 16 games.
it was, but
That's
everybody
what I
had
thought
bye
too.
week.
So it's 7 weeks now. It's 18.
Okay.
That makes sense, Pat.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, Pat. Joe, what's the Chris?
Jeez.
The Joe C. lock of the century of the week.
In person for the first time in
Yes.
like 7 weeks.
Bring that sweet voice back.
Oh baby.
And,
So who's played as of now?
Just
Tennessee.
Tennessee and
Just Tennessee.
They're playing currently.
Oh lordy.
Pat, what are your parlays? Okay, keep going, Joe. I thought you knew them off the top of your head.
No.
I'm
I
gonna
did it before I was
go.
drinking, so now I don't remember.
I thought I went for the easy lock last week.
I know. It
I
should
mean,
have been.
the easiest.
Did
of locks.
Did you go Tampa over New Orleans?
No.
No, you went.
No, I went
Arizona.
Arizona over Detroit.
Detroit fucked everybody in that one.
I had Tennessee. You know, who really, if the Ravens would have won, they would have pulled that one out. Me and Chris would have won the picks that week. Last week.
Suck.
Jim Harbaugh, always with the controversial moves.
He's a good guy. He's a good guy.
He's such a dumbass.
All right, I'm gonna go with
I really like
Dallas
this whiskey, by the way.
over. I liked mine too.
Yeah.
You're doing who?
Dallas over Washington.
The Cowboys over the G-Men is the Joe C. lock of the century
Can you guys
of the week.
other fun fact? Can you guys name how many teams in the NFL don't have an S in the name, like and the name?
Don't
And
have
don't end an S in the name?
Yep.
Don't the
I'll give you 30 seconds.
Is it
and
Bears?
in
I'll
an
give you
S?
30 seconds. How
the
about
Bears and then
Wait, sorry.
that? Bears with an S.
Well, that was like
No,
Chicago Bear.
the team name, not the city name.
Yeah,
The team name.
I'll give you guys 30 seconds if you can get the right number.
We need 9.
Wait, no, he's got.
I said I didn't tell you how many there were. I said there.
Oh, okay.
You can guess. I'll give you 1 minute. How many teams are the correct answer?
Okay, so let's think here. So Rams now, Patriots now,
No.
Browns now, Ravens now, Miami, Dolphins, no, Houston Texans, no, Arizona
Dallas
Cardinals,
Cowboys.
no, Seattle Seahawks, no, Cleveland Browns, no. Are the whole teams and we're just putting
Washington football
No,
team.
you're
That's
right.
your
One.
one.
You're right. It's just the name. So it's like the Browns.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
So Washington football
Football
team.
team.
That's one.
Yeah.
Packers, no. Detroit Lions, no.
Right, 40 seconds.
Vikings, no. Tennessee Titans, no. Chargers, no.
13 seconds. You gotta give me a final answer soon. 10 seconds. Final answer.
Jets, no.
Final answer. What's it gonna be?
Giants,
I'm
no.
gonna go with 3.
I'm going one.
I'm going 2.
What's it? So 2, 3, and 1.
Yeah, it's like 3.
Here's one right. It's only watching football team. He's the only
Oh,
one.
wow.
Good job, Joe.
Wow.
Everybody
I
else
thought there would at least have been one more.
That's a fair argument. I figured
Yeah.
I figured there was at least a handful of teams that did.
I
was going in my head.
My
while Peter's
original
looking them
guess
up.
would have been 3, but you threw out 3, so I was like, all right, I'll throw out 2.
Okay.
But, yeah.
And we're gonna end this beautiful, fun, refreshing podcast with some feel good stories where you guys can't ask any questions. We're just going through the titles.
Oh, I'm
Okay,
asking
let's
about
do
that.
it. Let's do it. You hear that, Pat? No questions.
Experimental treatment in Spain puts 18 cancer patients in complete remission.
Why?
Keeping active can reduce the risk of dementia, scientists find. That makes sense, though.
That doesn't need any
But
explanation.
the alcohol combats that, so yeah, you're fucked either way.
Well,
No, alcohol actually, depending on how much you take or what you
what we
take.
do is probably not great. But
No, actually, not bad.
Binge drinking is not good for you by any
No.
means.
No. Actually, we binge drink on a weekly basis, not a daily basis.
Yep.
Which is enough time.
Binge drinking by default, by definition.
Pat,
is
shut
not a
the
daily
fuck
thing.
up and let me finish my
Let
sentence.
the scientists
All right?
talk.
Listen, you're coming here with Trump level facts, with just your thought.
Oh, because yours are so much better.
I'm coming back with
He's coming back with Joe Rogan facts.
science, actual science.
And
all
you
right?
missed your joke last week.
I missed it the last couple of weeks actually.
This was interesting. That binge drinking on a weekly or like bi-weekly basis is actually significantly healthier than a daily drinking system
really, Joe? No shit.
because. Dad, you just said that binge drinking on a weekly basis is bad. Make up your fucking mind.
If you're day
That's
every,
you flip-flopping
if
little
you're
bitch.
drinking every single day, then yeah, no shit's gonna fuck you more.
No.
Pat,
No.
no. Drinking
I didn't
every
say-
day. He didn't say
I didn't
binge
say
drinking every day.
Binge
Yes.
drinking every day.
You
Drinking every day.
You did say that binge drinking, no matter what, is bad. Like Joe's, it does make sense. In theory, it does make sense.
And the science behind it is
Yeah.
your liver has enough time to recover,
Exactly.
and then you can go on, as opposed to a daily drinker.
Or even twice. If you do it twice a week, I'm sure it's like
even
yes.
that, yeah.
Yeah.
So 2 to 3 drinks a night
Yeah.
versus
Oh yeah.
binge drinking is anything over, I think, 6.
Yeah.
It's anything. It's
Scientifically?
like 4 or 5 drinks in an hour.
Yeah.
It's like binge drinking.
Yep.
We don't get the binge drinking levels. We drink like
But when you drink 17 beers in like 7 hours, yeah.
But the big
it's
thing
like
is
2
your
beers an hour, if you
liver.
really think about
Yeah.
it.
We drink
You're-
from like 10 to like what?
Yeah, but
1,
again,
2?
Pat, like it's where you're overloading your. There are times you're right where we overload, but like when we're doing like a tee box, that's not good. But we are maybe 2 beers. It's like what Chris is saying. It's like 4 or 5 beers in an hour. We're not. None of us are racing it.
I saw this thing one time where it showed you what your liver can process versus what you drink.
Yeah.
They poured it in a thing, and like, yeah, we don't. Our liver's not processing any of that.
Well, the idea is your liver, your body's able to recoup,
Yeah.
and restore itself to its previous
Makes
condition,
sense,
and then you can do it again.
I'm pretty sure that no doctor in the U.S. would say, "Hey, what you guys do, that's good. Keep doing that."
Well, I don't think that was what we were going for. But
Joe said it was medically backed science.
No. I don't think
Actually,
okay, wait.
Just like Joe Rogan
I
taking
did,
horse
and it's-
tranquilizers, medically backed science.
I like it, Chris. Hey, self-compassion is actually good for your heart. You should probably look into
I'm
that.
fucked.
You should really look into that.
What's it say about self-loathing?
Do you want to talk about something?
No, I'm just,
Okay.
I'm just curious. Just curious.
Okay.
Asking for a friend.
That's good for
The Patreon, we're going to deep into that one later.
All right, let's leave it on a really fun one here. A teen builds a bus stop shelter for a 5-year-old who is in a wheelchair, protecting him from harsh weather.
That is
that's
a real
sweet.
gentleman and scholar.
Feliz
there.
Navidad.
Gentlewoman, gentle person, and a scholar.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you again for joining us here on our second Christmas edition of the Saturday Night Pregame Podcast. Joe, Pat, it is wonderful to have you back.
It's nice to see you guys again
Yeah.
in person.
It really is. Everybody have a great. Hopefully you had, because you're going to get this on Monday. So hopefully you guys had a wonderful Christmas and got everything. Santa got you everything that you want, and we'll see you in 2022.
Yeah. Happy New Year, right?
All we want for Christmas is more Joe Keneally. Bye!